I'll let all of you will get to introduce yourself, your business or your trade. Share how you're doing marketing today and what you hope to achieve in branding or marketing, or the challenges that you face. Like some of the questions that we gotten just now was great. Share with us, and this is where we could share some tips, strategies with you. All right. Okay. So you're clear. Introduce yourself, business, trade, how you're doing marketing today, what do you hope to achieve, or what are the challenges that you're facing, and we'll see how we can help you. All right. Okay, so let's move on to this session here. Okay, so all of you could actually open up your screens, your video. You can unmute yourself. This is time for you to introduce yourselves. There's a little bit of networking as well. Do introduce yourself, open up, and yep. Okay, and introduce yourself. Okay, we had Mel who introduced herself. We've got anyone else? Kenny, we've got Pei, we've got Caroline. Yeah, come on. Okay, feel free to come on screen. Okay, so whoever is on with their videos on, and if you have a question, yeah, do share your questions with us. So Mel, I understand that you're with Solis Art. So I believe it's some artwork that you kind of have classes, you conduct art classes, right?
Just going to jump in here. So I think we could just clarify, because I think a lot of, I'm not sure if you can see my full company name. It's actually
I'm familiar.
So basically we offer art therapy for people who are seeking, who need help emotionally or mentally. And we don't offer art classes. It's therapy, so psychotherapy. So I'm not an art therapist. Just to also clarify that. Why we do what we do? Basically, for art therapy, it's very useful to facilitate non-verbal communication. So it's helpful for people who want to talk about their problems but don't really know where to start. So art is then used as a medium to help create that conversation. Yeah, so that's what
So how are you doing marketing today, and what do you hope to achieve?
Okay, so just to share with everyone also, I don't have a marketing background. So I was teaching for about a decade before I came in here. So I'm under this PCP scheme where there is like a mid-career switch, and then you go for like some training program. So that's why I'm now helping with marketing. What we do currently is really just a lot of like updating of our Instagram and Facebook page, updating with like content, and trying to also write like blog posts so that people like we try to write articles so that we can inform like people a little bit more about like what we do, and we share a little bit more about like mental health, self-care tips and things like that.
I see. And what do you hope to achieve with all these? Yeah. What do you achieve this season? Yeah.
Okay, so we hope to be able to reach out to more people to help them understand that IMH is not the only place to go to seek help if you have emotional or issues, you know. So yeah, we want people to understand that there are actually a lot of different type of therapies, a lot of alternative therapies as well, and that talk therapy, for example, talk therapy is where you go into a room and you speak to a psychiatrist or a counselor. So we are not an alternative to that. So in a sense, like if you don't really know how to speak, you're very shy, then this is actually maybe a better treatment option for you.
I see. Fantastic. Right. Okay. So you hope to raise the awareness, and hopefully, of course, you have customers joining you. So I guess you have a corporate, something for the corporates, something for individuals as well.
Yes, that's
So currently, your marketing channels are pure Facebook and Instagram.
yes, that's
How
right.
you do, right? So how about the corporates? How would you go about
Um,
reaching out?
so currently, corporate it's a little bit cold, not cold calling, but cold emailing. So my boss does that. So she will reach out to like the corporates, drop them email. She tries to also tailor the email so that it also suits their business. Yeah,
Mm,
but I think yeah, so that's one of the things that we've been trying to do. Yeah.
Okay, is it effective so far?
Um, I think the one of the problems is that it takes very long before people actually get back to us. So
Mm.
they could probably, they probably see the email and then they kind of like sit on it for a while. So it's not a very immediate kind of thing. Like you see them coming back in a month or two.
Okay.
Sometimes they actually take like half a year or so. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have tools for you to monitor whether they even open up the email?
No. So yeah.
So you might want to, I mean, just make sure that the whatever activities that you roll out don't go to waste.
Okay.
So say for example, I mean, then would I assume that you don't have a CRM system or a marketing automation system? You don't, right? So when you leverage on such tools, so there are cost-effective tools for you where you can send out these mailers and you can pre-schedule them, right? So don't forget. I mean, do you know your customer size or your database size?
Not yet.
You don't know, right? So maybe
And
you maybe
so
few
it's a bit
hundreds.
difficult because
Yeah.
it's very sensitive. So we try not to get too much information from like, like how people would say, hey, sign up and then give us all your details. We don't do that because it's some breach of like data and things like that. It's a
Oh,
little bit
you
sensitive.
don't need personal info, just basic, just name, job title, companies, number, email, basic. You don't want number, then just email. So that sort of information, right? Because if you have tools to help you like this, like the CRM or marketing automation tools, first is number one, you could schedule your posts, right? You schedule your posts ahead of time. So meaning, say, I mean, you want to promote certain thing, you probably have events, maybe you do something that's related to the seasons, related to festivities and things like that, right? So you could time your posts. Number two, you're able to track whether people open or click, right? If the thing is that if people don't even see your email or it goes into junk, is it your fault, their fault? Right? You don't know, right? But if you have a system to track, then you know how many people actually open, at what time, which day. And when they open, you can also drop them a follow-up email. I see that you opened my email. Hey, let's catch up for a call or appointment. But if you don't have such information, you don't even know if they saw your email in the first place, right? So you don't know how to follow up. So tools can help you to track. So I think that is important so that whatever activities you do don't go into waste. The other thing that I do agree with Chen Chow, if you're going corporate route, for us, we do assist our clients in terms of LinkedIn lead generation, the sort of route, right? Where you leverage on LinkedIn to reach out to the decision makers. In your case, I think mostly HR, right? HR heads, managers, right? So LinkedIn is great because then they probably review who's reaching out to them. So you kind of, sometimes people want to know more information about something before they reply. And it's more likely that they reply over the app versus over email, which is very formal. So LinkedIn lead generation methods, messaging, and all that would be great. So we do have our methodologies to kind of do it in scale. Some people use the term growth hack, right? So to do that in scale, to reach out to the correct decision makers, the people that you want to target in LinkedIn, send them a message, and engage with them after. So this is how then you decide whether you want to have the appointment with them and whatnot. So I think these are some of the tips that I think would be important. If you're doing like consumer play, pure consumer, then of course your Facebook, I think, well, you need to know your age group. If your age group is quite a varied one, like from the youngsters all the way to maybe the older generation, then the youngsters, you need to use Instagram because they're not on Facebook, but for the the middle age onwards, whatnot, right? They are usually on Facebook. So you got to leverage on these two sort of platforms. But I do understand that you guys also do webinars. So do leverage on the different types of channels to help you highlight in all of your marketing touch points. Because the mistake that a lot of businesses make would be they do many different activities, marketing activities, in silos. They're not integrated in one. They are unable to analyze which is the best method as well, because then they have no tools to help them analyze. And if they do marketing activities in different channels, so they will do one message in Facebook, and then they have to do a separate one for Instagram. That's how you do it, right? They don't have one, they don't use, tools, but there are tools available where with one click in the platform, it goes out to multiple channels: LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, right? And it has the analytical tools to help you, right? So these tools will then tell you, with the same message that goes out to all channels, which one is working the most effective for this message and that message. And you can tweak accordingly in your future posts as a result. And people may respond to you, they engage with you, they like and they share. But how do you manage if they are on 3 platforms, right? In one tool, with just one look on the dashboard, you'll be able to tell the engagement levels. And if anyone messages you through that one platform, you can respond to them. So those kind of things, I think, are important, that you know how to integrate the various modes. But if you would love to speak more on that, we could have a one-on-one session in detail. Any other questions that you might have, or anyone else would have any questions, feel free to come and unmute yourself and share your video. If you're not comfortable with video, at least I could hear your voice. Share your questions with us. This is your chance. Okay, anyone else? Pei, Kenny, Caroline, yeah. Any questions? Okay, I see. Let me check the chat. How to when? Yeah, okay, Caroline, definitely. I'll be open to speaking with you on one-on-one. Yeah, but Caroline, you have any questions that you might have here I could help address? If it's confidential, sure, I'll do the one-to-one with you. How about the rest? Pei, do you have any questions? Kenny? Right? Okay, so some of you, if you're shy, if you just want to drop us a note, I'll just share with you my address, or email address, and just drop me a note. And here's our corporate number as well. You can also WhatsApp us if you would like. Yeah, feel free to drop us a note, and we could catch up separately on a one-on-one if you're shy to ask your questions. And yes, Caroline, feel free to text me. All right, so thank you so much for joining us today. I greatly appreciate your participation. We'll do this, as frequent as our audience would want this. Our next stop, actually, we are also planning activities upcoming in November 18th. There will be a session, and we're planning something with regards to health and wellness as well. So I think this is very apt, especially for Mel. Yeah, so so let's see whether there's any form of collaboration, and open to working with people who are in the health and wellness realm, because we understand that this is the need, right, for corporate professionals who are stuck at home these days. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. We'll keep you informed of our upcoming events, and I look forward to seeing you on the next session. We'll post this on our Facebook page. Daryl, please key in the Facebook page for Hashtaqs as well as HER Entrepreneur. Please like these pages. Daryl, please type in the links here, and do like our pages to receive updates on upcoming events. And we'll be posting the session also in case you miss certain segments, after this event on Facebook, right? Okay, so Daryl, are you ready with the link? If not, then I could key in. Yeah, all right, thank you so much. This is HER and Hashtaqs. Hashtags also. Hashtags link. This is HER link. Okay. So HASHTAQS will be the one. All right. Thank you. Okay, Daryl, you've got it? Okay, so here it is. All right, thank you so much, guys, and have a great week ahead. Have a great lunch, and thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. See you. Bye-bye.